Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Saturday. We've got 16 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Working our way to 21.8K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below, guys. Really good promo, especially with FanDuel. New customers, bet 5, get 200 in bonus bets if you win. Go ahead and take advantage of that, guys, in the description below. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. Busy slate today as we open up the weekend, starting with a doubleheader between the St. Louis Cardinals versus the Atlanta Braves. Braves opening up as home favorites at -160. St. Louis +130 with the over-under at 8. Cardinals coming into this matchup 50-46. The Braves 53-42. Pitching for the Cardinals is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 4.16. Pitching for the Braves is Charlie Morton with an ERA of 4.07. Gibson, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Morton, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 5 strikeouts. St. Louis coming off a Cubs loss. Braves, they're coming off a Padres loss. That game did get postponed yesterday. That's why we had the doubleheader today. St. Louis 4-2 against Atlanta. They've actually been very good against Atlanta. 4-1 on the road here. Both pitchers been giving up a lot of 3-4 runs a game here. Gibson, yeah, hasn't been that good on the mound here. Morton coming off 2 brutal starts right there. I think Cardinals are good dogs. I picked them yesterday. I'm not going to change again today. I like this matchup. I'll take Cardinals +1.5 on the road. And then game 2 for the next matchup, St. Louis Cardinals versus the Atlanta Braves. It looks like it's a pick'em scenario. Both teams -110 with the over-under at 8.5. Cardinals coming into this matchup 50-46. The Braves 53-42. Pitching for the Cardinals is Sonny Gray with an ERA at 3.34. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 5.71. Gray, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Elder, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 1 strikeout. St. Louis, yeah, I mean, the stats are the same from the last matchup here. As far as pitching goes, both pitchers giving up a lot of runs here, so there's really no pitching advantage on either end. Elder's honestly been the worst of the two. In a pick'em scenario, I really dislike doubleheaders. I mean, I think they're very tough to bet on because you don't know what the team's going to look like coming from game 1 to game 2, so it's always very tough here. And I always like to just double down on a team, and that's just what I'm going to do. I'm taking Cardinals in both games today. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -150. The Rays +125 with the over-under at 8.5. Rays coming into this matchup 48-49. The Yankees 59-40. Pitching for the Rays is Taj Bradley with an ERA of 2.90. Pitching for the Yankees is Nestor Cortez with an ERA of 3.67. Bradley, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Cortez, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Tampa Bay losing to the Yankees yesterday 6-1. Nice win for the Yankees here. Tampa Bay just 1-4 on the road against the Yankees, 1-5 on the road. They have not been good against the Yankees here. Bradley's been very good on the mound for the Rays here, giving up 1 run in 3 starts. Cortez hasn't been that good since he's returned. I mean, he's looked pretty bad. I still like the Yankees, though. As long as Cortez can have a decent game, I think they will be all right. But yeah, Tampa Bay, they've just been very bad against the Yankees, especially on the road, so that's the advantage for the Yankees here. Cortez can play a good game. I think Yankees will be fine, and I'll take New York at home. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Tigers versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -135. Detroit plus 115 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 48-50. Toronto 44-53. Pitching for Detroit is Reese Olson with an ERA of 3.30. Pitching for Toronto is Yusei Kikuchi with an ERA of 4.42. Olson, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Kikuchi, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Detroit on a 3-game winning streak, beat Toronto yesterday. Nice underdog win for them. They are 4-1 against Toronto, 4-1 on the road here, so they've been very good on the road. Olson, been all right. Gives up a couple runs here. Kikuchi coming off a 7-run game here. I still think Detroit is good dogs today, and I'll take the Tigers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Oakland Athletics. Oakland opening up as home favorites at minus 135. Angels plus 115 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Angels is Jack Kukanowicz with an ERA of 12. Pitching for Oakland is Mitch Spence with an ERA of 4.75. Jack, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Spence, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Oakland, big win for them yesterday, beating the Angels 13-3. They're coming off back-to-back games. They scored 13 and then 18 against the Phillies, so they're on a little bit of a 2-game heater there. Angels 0-7 on the road against Oakland. Yeah, they've really struggled on the road here against Oakland here. Kukanowicz did not look good in his debut for the A's here, and I think I got to take Oakland at home. Next matchup, we've got the New York Mets versus the Miami Marlins. Mets opening up as road favorites at minus 175. The Marlins plus 140 with the over-under at 8.5. Mets coming into this matchup 49-47. The Marlins 34-63. Pitching for the Mets is Luis Severino with an ERA of 4.02. Pitching for the Marlins is Rodri Munoz with an ERA of 5.47. Severino, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Munoz, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Mets on a 2-game losing streak, coming off a Miami loss yesterday, 6-4. Yeah, kind of disappointing game from the Mets yesterday. Munoz, gives up runs here. I think they got a good spot with Munoz on the mound. I like Mets with the bounce back here. I'm going to take the Mets on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 160. The Pirates plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 62-35. The Pirates 49-48. Pitching for the Phillies is Christopher Sanchez with an ERA of 2.87. Pitching for the Pirates is Luis Ortiz with an ERA of 2.83. Sanchez, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Ortiz, he's been very good here. He's given up 2 runs and 3 starts. He's been very solid for them. Phillies on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Pirates 8-7 yesterday. Pirates on a 5-game winning streak. They're actually playing very well right now. Yeah, Phillies, man. A disappointing loss yesterday. But Ortiz has been very good here. And, man, I feel like today I got to take the Pirates plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Washington Nationals. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at minus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Reds coming into this matchup 47-51. The Nationals 45-53. Pitching for the Reds is Nick Lodolo with an ERA at 3.33. Pitching for the Nationals is Mackenzie Gore with an ERA at 4.29. Lodolo, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Gore, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 4 strikeouts. The Reds losing to the Nationals yesterday, 8-5. Disappointing game from the Reds, especially with Corbin on the mound, who's pretty much just been horrible on the mound here. They made him look very good yesterday. The Reds are 4-1 on the road against Washington, though, so they have that in their favor. Lodolo been decent. Gore coming off 2 bad games for the Nationals here. In a pick'em scenario, I like the Reds to bounce back here. I like the pitching a little bit better for the Reds today, and I'll take Cincinnati on the road. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the Texas Rangers. Orioles opening up as road favorites at -120. The Rangers +110 with the over-under at 8. Baltimore coming into this matchup 59-38. The Rangers 46-51. Pitching for Baltimore is Grayson Rodriguez with an ERA of 3.88. Pitching for the Rangers is Max Scherzer with an ERA of 2.96. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Scherzer, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Baltimore, a dominating win yesterday against the Rangers, 9-1. Really disappointed in the Rangers yesterday. I figured they were good underdogs and didn't show up. Baltimore, they're 4-1 against the Rangers, 6-2 on the road against the Rangers here, where they've been very good. Yeah, both pitchers have been solid. You got Rodriguez coming off probably his worst start of the season here. Yeah, just losing like that. It's just it's tough to back the Rangers the next day when they get beat down that bad. So I think I got to take Baltimore on the road today. Next matchup, we've got the Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at -220. The White Sox +180 with the over-under at 8.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 27-72. The Royals 53-45. Pitching for the White Sox is Jonathan Cannon with an ERA of 4.41. Pitching for the Royals is Brady Singer with an ERA of 3.20. Cannon, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Singer, his last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. The White Sox 2-8 in their last 10, losing to the Royals yesterday 7-1. A nice win for the Royals here. The White Sox 1-9 against Kansas City, 1-9 on the road against the Royals, where they've been absolutely horrible here. Crazy stretch that the Royals are on, dominating the White Sox here. Singer's been good on the mound for them. I think I got to roll with the Royals at home today. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the Minnesota Twins. Twins opening up as home favorites at -125. The Brewers +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 55-42. The Twins 54-42. Pitching for the Brewers is Freddie Peralta with an ERA of 4.11. Pitching for the Twins is Pablo Lopez with an ERA of 5.11. Peralta, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Brewers coming off a Washington win. And both teams, they're playing their first game here from break. Both pitchers, Peralta coming off 2 rougher starts on the mound here. Lopez been pretty solid here as of late for them, for the Twins. I'm liking the plus money with the Brewers today. I mean, this is a very even matchup, I would say here. Yeah, I think I got to take a shot with the Brewers +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Diego Padres versus the Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland opening up as home favorites at -120. The Padres +110 with the over-under at 8. Padres coming into this matchup 50-50. The Guardians 59-37. Pitching for the Padres is Dylan Cease with an ERA of 3.99. Pitching for the Guardians is Gavin Williams with an ERA of 3.77. Cease, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 11 strikeouts. Williams, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Cleveland, nice shutout win yesterday against the Padres, 7-0. Played a great game yesterday. Padres just 2-5 against Cleveland. Cleveland 10-2 at home. I personally think Padres are going to be one of the teams that struggles second half of the year. That's just what I feel. Gavin Williams coming off 2 very good games here, only giving up 1 run. And yeah, I like the Guardians, the way they played yesterday here. We'll see what happens with the Padres today if they can bounce back. But yeah, give me the Guardians at home today. Next matchup, we got the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Chicago Cubs. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -135. The Cubs +115 with the over-under at 8. Arizona coming into this matchup 50-48. The Cubs 47-52. Pitching for Arizona is Zach Gallen with an ERA at 3.87. Pitching for the Cubs is Kyle Hendricks with an ERA of 6.78. Gallen, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 1 strikeout. Hendricks, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Arizona beating the Cubs yesterday 5-2. Nice win for them. They're 11-4 against the Cubs here, so they've been very good against the Cubs. Hendricks overall hasn't been that good on the mound, coming off 2 solid starts, but overall hasn't been good. Zach Gallen coming off some brutal starts here. He's given up 6, 4, and 3 in his last 3 starts. Not the greatest 3-game stretch for Gallen there. Yeah, I really just don't like Hendricks on the mound for the Cubs. We've seen his bad games he's had. And Arizona, they've just been very good against the Cubs here. So I think I got to take the D-backs on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -140. Boston +115 with the over-under at 9. Boston coming into this matchup 53-43. The Dodgers 57-41. Pitching for Boston is Brayan Bello with an ERA of 5.32. Pitching for the Dodgers is Justin Robletsky with an ERA of 6.30. Bello, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Robletsky, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Boston coming off a Dodgers loss yesterday, 4-1. You know, they are 1-5 against the Dodgers. That's where they've struggled, but very good road team, 11-3 on the road here. Robletsky hasn't been good on the mound. I mean, his first 2 starts of the season, he's given up 3 and 4 runs here. Yeah, not in love with him on the mound today. And I don't know. I feel like it could be a good spot for Boston today, coming off a loss. Robletsky's been bad on the mound for the Dodgers. I'll take another shot with Boston +1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the San Francisco Giants versus the Colorado Rockies. Giants opening up as road favorites at -170. The Rockies +140 with the over-under at 10. Giants coming into this matchup 47-51. The Rockies 35-63. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 3.47. Pitching for the Rockies is Kyle Freeland with an ERA of 6.0. Webb, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Freeland, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 9 strikeouts. The Rockies beating the Giants 7-3 yesterday. A nice underdog win for them. Despite how good Giants have been against them, they're 6-2 against the Rockies, 11-5 on the road against the Rockies here. The one thing, the Rockies, man, you can't count them out at home. They surprisingly play pretty decent at home here. A lot of times when they're bigger dogs at home, they really get the win. And yeah, kind of disappointed with the Giants here. Freeland, his ERA is 6, but you look at his last 3 games, just giving up 2, 1, and 2. So don't really trust that ERA. Overall, hasn't been amazing, but the last 3, he's been actually very solid. Yeah, I think I got to take the shot with the Rockies +1.5 at home today. In the last matchup, we got the Houston Astros versus the Seattle Mariners. Seattle opening up as home favorites at -130. The Astros +110 with the over-under at 7. Houston coming into this matchup 51-46. Seattle 52-47. Pitching for Houston is Framber Valdez with an ERA at 3.94. Pitching for Seattle is George Kirby with an ERA at 3.14. Valdez, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 10 strikeouts. Kirby, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 7 strikeouts. Houston shutting Seattle out yesterday 3-0. Seattle on a little 4-game losing streak. Houston 7-3 on the road here. Been a good road team. Seattle just 2-7 at home. Definitely been struggling a bit here. Pretty even pitching matchup here, but yeah, no offense yesterday. We'll see if they bounce back today, but I like the plus money with the Astros today, and I'll take Houston plus 1.5 on the road. That's gonna be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.